By the time a man reaches this part of the conversation, he's usually lived enough life to know this. Nothing reveals you like responsibility. And nothing humbles you like being watched by someone who learns more from what you do than from what you say. This is the part where legacy shows up, not as an idea. As a mirror, so let's talk about fatherhood. And the men we become when someone else is learning from us. Legacy is not something you leave behind. It's something you live inside of every single day. Your tone of voice, your patience, the way you react under pressure, your ability to repair things after a conflict, your willingness to apologize. Legacy is what a child absorbs before they even have the language for it. One day, long after you're gone, your children won't remember the big speeches you gave. They'll remember how it felt to be around you. Did they feel calm or tense, safe or unpredictable? Were you present with them or always distracted? That feeling, that is legacy. And here's something to think about. Every father carries two children. The one standing right in front of him, and the one he used to be. That little boy inside you who learned what love looked like. Or what it didn't. The boy who learned whether feelings were safe to express, or if they were dangerous. The boy who learned how men were supposed to handle anger, failure, and silence. That boy doesn't just disappear when you become a father. He either gets healed or he gets repeated. Fatherhood doesn't create new wounds. It just exposes the old ones. And that exposure is an invitation to heal, not a life sentence. A lot of men think fatherhood is all about protection. And it is to an extent, but protection without presence just becomes control. Your job is not to shield your children from every single hardship life throws at them. Your job is to become steady enough that when hardship comes, it doesn't feel like abandonment to them. Children don't need invincible fathers who never fail. They need regulated ones. Fathers who are strong enough to hold clear boundaries, calm enough to hold big emotions, and brave enough to admit when they're wrong. It's simpler than we think. Children don't need perfect dads. They need predictable ones. Consistency. Following through on what you say you'll do. Simple routines. Clear expectations. And perhaps most importantly, repair when things go wrong. Your presence matters so much more than your performance. Your availability matters more than your achievements. 5 minutes of your real, undivided attention will always beat 5 hours of you being in the same room, but distracted. Legacy is built in the most ordinary moments. Tucking them into bed, conversations on car rides, the arguments you choose not to escalate, and the apologies you don't try to avoid. Let's be completely honest for a second. Fatherhood will humble you faster than anything else in life. You will be out-argued by a 6-year-old. You will be emotionally manipulated by a toddler. And you will be exposed by a teenager who notices every single thing you hoped they wouldn't. If you're not willing to grow, parenthood will feel like a constant stream of disrespect. But if you are willing to grow, it becomes the greatest leadership training you will ever receive. Children don't need you to be impressive. They just need you to be real. And they're not learning from your advice. They're learning from your nervous system. They are watching how you handle stress, how you speak to others when you're tired, how you recover when you mess up. You are actively teaching them whether emotions are manageable or dangerous. Stoicism in fatherhood isn't about having no emotions. It's about emotional discipline. Can you feel an emotion without exploding? Can you pause before you react? Can you hold your authority without using fear? That is the lesson that truly lasts a lifetime. Our children are growing up in a world that is louder than any generation before them. There's endless input, endless comparison, and endless pressure to perform. Your job is not to compete with all that noise. Your job is to be an anchor, a safe place where they can land, a place where they don't have to be optimized or productive. You don't have to understand everything they face in their world. You just have to stay available enough that they'll come to you when it really matters. Remember this, your children do not belong to you. They are entrusted to you. They are not extensions of your ego. They are not your second chance at life, and they are definitely not proof of your success or failure. They are individuals becoming something all their own. Your role is one of stewardship, to guide, to bless, and ultimately, to release. It's about love that doesn't cling, authority that doesn't dominate, and correction that doesn't shame. This is how you build trust that can last for generations. You are the hinge point in your family line. The things you heal stop with you. The things you ignore get passed on. Family cycles don't break through good intentions alone. They break through different behavior. They break through choosing calm over rage, choosing repair over avoidance, choosing presence over distraction, and choosing growth over pride. Sovereignty in fatherhood means refusing to outsource your own work to your children. They're not here to carry the baggage you refuse to face. At the end of your life, very little will matter the way you think it does right now. But this will matter. Did your children feel safe with you? Did they feel seen by you? Did they feel allowed to become themselves? Did you grow alongside them? Or did you demand that they adapt to you? Legacy is not about perfection. It is presence, repeated over time. So, know this. Fatherhood is not about getting it right all the time. It's about staying. Staying when you're tired. Staying when you're wrong. Staying when it would be so much easier to retreat into yourself. You don't need to be the hero of the story. You just need to be the ground beneath their feet. If you're listening to this, it means you care enough to reflect on it. And that alone puts you further along on this journey than you probably think. Your legacy is already being written every single day, in all the quiet, ordinary ways. So write it consciously. Thanks for watching. Follow for more.